Yo, what's up, squad? Today, we're diving headfirst into the ultimate mobile shooter showdown. Delta Force Mobile versus Call of Duty, Warzone Mobile. Let's roll. Alright, first up, movement system. Delta Force Mobile nails fluidity. Players rave about silky smooth 60 FPS gameplay with almost zero stutters, even on mid-range chips like the MediaTek Helio G85, making strafes, peaks, and peak punches feel on point. On the flip side, Warzone Mobile's movement can sometimes feel like you're lugging around a tank. Sliding and jumping have awkward delays, mantling animations pop you out into open fire, and you'll occasionally glide through geometry like a ghost. Winner. Delta Force Mobile, for buttery smooth responsiveness that keeps you nimble in firefights. Game modes. Warzone Mobile offers Battle Royale, Resurgence, fast respawn arenas, and even a mini DMZ extraction-style mode, plus rotating limited-time modes like Holiday Rush and Sleigh Ride. Delta Force keeps it tighter with large-scale warfare, 32v32 mayhem, and cooperative operations missions where you extract loot under fire. Winner, Warzone Mobile, for sheer variety. More ways to drop in and mix up the meta. Matchmaking quality. Warzone Mobile uses skill-based matchmaking, SBMM, to keep lobbies balanced. You're often paired with similarly skilled squads, reducing stomp scenarios, but sometimes making it a sweatfest every match. Delta Force's matchmaking is newer and less refined. You might queue into bot-heavy lobbies or run into clusters of high KD cheaters thanks to early anti-cheat teething pains. Winner, Warzone Mobile, for more consistent matchmaking and fewer bot-fest matches. Graphics quality. Delta Force delivers console-level visuals, detailed weapon models, dynamic lighting, and destructible environments that make you stop and stare. Warzone Mobile looks solid for a mobile port, good textures and realistic particle effects, but it's on par with Call of Duty Mobile's engine, not quite pushing a new visual frontier. Winner, Delta Force Mobile, for a graphical edge that feels blockbuster level on your phone. Map design. Delta Force's maps feature sprawling terrain, verticality, and tactical choke points. Users on Google Play gush about great maps and great characters, calling each arena well-balanced and visually distinct. Warzone Mobile brings iconic Warzone battlegrounds like Urzikstan's gas-ringed valleys and Area 99, but scaled down for mobile, sometimes losing the epic feel. Winner, Delta Force Mobile, for maps that blend scale with mobile-friendly detail. Features. Warzone Mobile shines with phantom icons that auto-reveal movement controls as you touch the screen, haptic-style buttons for sprint, shoot, armor, and controller support on both Android and iOS. Delta Force stacks up with vehicular combat, a robust operator class system, and cross-platform play between mobile and PC. Features that scratch both tactical and Twitch shooter itches. Winner, Warzone Mobile, for richer QoL controls and broader peripheral support. Ranking system. Warzone Mobile has a full ranked play playlist. Place in the top squads across 30 matches to climb divisions with visible leaderboards and seasonal resets. Delta Force currently lacks a polished ranked mode, focusing instead on casual and PvE operations. Winner, Warzone Mobile, for real competitive ladders that keep grinding meaningful. Customization. Delta Force lets you tweak weapon attachments, operator loadouts, and cosmetic skins. Players on Reddit praise its nice weapon customized similar to CoD. Warzone Mobile's Gunsmith, extensive weapon blueprints, and cosmetic Battle Pass rewards offer deeper camo and charm choices. Winner, Warzone Mobile, for a more expansive gunsmith and cosmetic ecosystem. Weapons and items. Warzone Mobile's arsenal includes assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, sniper rifles, armor plates, cash for buy stations, and plenty of kill streaks, keeping loot and shoot loops addictive. Delta Force focuses on its core firearms and limited gear in operations, with fewer utility items. Winner, Warzone Mobile, for a wider variety of guns and tactical gadgets. Events. Warzone Mobile rolls out seasonal events. Holiday Rush, Resurgence Specials, Limited Time Modes, keeping the calendar packed. Delta Force has yet to unveil marquee events or timed modes beyond its base offerings. Winner. Warzone Mobile, for a living world schedule that rewards daily logins. Performance and optimization. Delta Force. Mobile runs insane 60 FPS on most devices, minimal heating and near-zero stutter, even on low-end hardware per Android gaming users. Warzone Mobile demands newer OS versions, iOS 17 or Android 13 Plus, a GPU with bindless texturing, and still sees lag spikes and crashes on older phones unless you meet its steep specs. Winner. Delta Force Mobile, for broader device support and smoother baselines. Game size and compatibility. Warzone Mobile swallows up a 7.4 GB of storage after patches, plus another 3.5 to 6 GB for post-installed downloads, so budget up to 10 GB free space. Delta Force hasn't burned users with massive downloads. Early adopters report quick installs and updates under a few gigabytes. Winner, Delta Force Mobile, for a leaner install that saves your precious storage. Pay to win versus free to play. Neither title locks power weapons behind paywalls. Warzone Mobile's battle passes and cosmetic bundles are strictly vanity, with no gameplay advantages. Delta Force is free to play with optional cosmetic purchases and no pay-to-win monetization, flagged by IGN. Winner, tie. Both uphold fair play without pay-to-win traps. Player base and popularity. Warzone Mobile shattered pre-registration records. Over 50 million pre-registrations, millions of daily active players worldwide, and a massive global community. Delta Force Mobile is off to a solid start, but hasn't reached 8 figures in concurrent users or broken download records. Winner. Warzone Mobile, for a headcount advantage that means quicker lobbies and bigger esports potential. Developer support and updates. Warzone Mobile gets weekly bug fix patches, seasonal content drops, and live ops announcements from Activision's dev teams. Delta Force's devs have been responsive about SBMM, anti-cheat, and even offered compensation for losses to cheaters, but major content patches are still sparse. Winner, Warzone Mobile, for a fire hose of fresh updates and polished live service. Controversies and community feedback. Delta Force Mobile's biggest headache, rampant cheaters in high-stakes lobbies, with some players reporting multiple hacker encounters per session. Warzone Mobile sees far fewer cheaters. Users say hacks are rare and often mistaken for skilled play, but suffers targeted review bombing on Android due to installation bugs. Edge, Warzone Mobile, for a more trustworthy competitive environment. Final verdict. Count up the wins. Warzone Mobile scoops up 8 categories: modes, matchmaking, features, ranking, customization, weapons, events, player base, dev support, while Delta Force claims 6: movement, graphics, maps, performance, install size, free-to-play fairness, with 1 tie. That gives Call of Duty Warzone Mobile the overall crown, offering deeper content, a gigantic community, and relentless live ops support. But if you crave jaw-dropping visuals, buttery smooth performance, and tactical warfare mayhem in a nimble download, Delta Force Mobile is our runner-up champ. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which one gets your carry power? And smash that subscribe for more no BS mobile shooter breakdowns. Catch you in the drop zone.